Hi guys, good morning and happy Monday. So last week, 'di ba? Nandun ako sa wake nung isa naming nung father ng isa naming classmate nung high school. So napag-usapan kasi namin that before her father passed, kinausap na niya si dad niya and sabi niya okay na sila, 'di ba? Kasi his dad was like 77 years old. And, kumbaga silang magkakapatid. They're like 7 siblings all in all. Lahat sila okay na, may work na, may families na and all. And then, ayun, as mother to mother, napag-usapan namin, di ba? Parang, ganun din naman yung iniisip natin for our kids na sana, before tayo kunin, okay na yung mga kids natin. Di ba? Parang ngayon kasi sa panahon ngayon, if abutin ka ng 75 years old, you're very lucky. Diba? Blessed ka na nun to have a good life. And hopefully, you have lived your life to the fullest. Diba? But at the same time, kasi ang challenge kasi doon, yes, you're lucky and you're blessed if aabot tayo sa ganung age, right? 75 or older. Kaya lang kasi not everyone will pass that age or will reach that age. May mga tao na tinatawag ni Lord ng earlier, diba? But if ever natawagin tayo ni Lord ng earlier and our kids are still very young, paano sila? Diba? So that conversation just reminded me why I am in the insurance industry. Kasi diba, like my kids now, I have a 20-year-old and I have a 6-year-old turning 7. And I'm 42. So, yung bunso ko, still has so many years ahead of her. So, what if we don't want it to happen, but we don't know God's plans, right? If tawagin tayo earlier and they're not yet ready, ibig sabihin, di pa sila nakatapos ng college, they're not yet set up for life, paano sila? So, for me as a parent, and I encourage also the parents of young kids to really protect your life, because at the end of the day, if something happens to you, if you get sick, and ikaw yung inaasahan ng family mo, then who will take care of the hospital expenses? Gusto mo ba na yung family mo pipila sa Red Cross or sa PCSO and mag-ask ng grants, mag-post ng QR code nila sa Facebook asking for help? Why? Why do you think gagawin nila yan? Because at the end of the day, ikaw yung inaasahan ng family, 'di ba? Ikaw yung provider. But if ikaw yung nagkaroon ng sakit, so how do you think they will find a way to take care of you and pay the bills? Ikaw nga yung provider na yun. So, yun yung gagawin nila. So, what you can do now as a responsible provider is if ever that happens, merong sasalo sa'yo. Hindi ka magiging burden, hindi ka magiging pabigat sa family mo because you have prepared ahead. Yon, ganun yun. And yun palang is sickness, diba? What if kinuha ka pa ni Lord, diba? I have talked to a friend, a college friend, mami siya mami rin siya like me. She actually bought a St. Peter plan. So, what's a St. Peter plan? St. Peter is for burol and living, I think. I'm not so sure, but that's it. So, I posted this last week. So what happens, I think 5 years to pay yung St. Peter. So, what happens if you've already paid your plan? So, sabihin natin, i-wait mo na lang, mamatay ka. Diba? Because that's the use of the plan. St. Peter is for when you're dead, right? So, question. So, you paid for when you're dead. But what if you don't die right away? What if ma-hospital ka muna ng matagal? Who do you think will pay for that? Your family. Diba? So, in the end, Imbes na ikaw yung makatulong sa family mo, naging pabigat ka pa, naging burden ka pa. Yes, we don't want that for our families. Ako as a breadwinner, I don't want to be a burden to my family whom I'm working so hard to give the best life that I could give. Ako, ayoko talaga maging pabigat. Ever. So, ayun, for parents that have young kids, consider this. Just think about it. If ever something happens to you, who will take care of your children? Meron ka bang inaasahan who will take care of them when you're gone? Because assuming you have family members na sobrang bait and sobrang generous to be able to take in your children, if ever. But without financial assistance that will help them in that journey of taking care of your children, which is not theirs, who is not theirs, diba? Pabigat pa rin yan. Even if generous sila, mabait sila, hindi pa rin nila anak yun eh. Diba? So, you as a parent should be able to prepare ahead. Kasi hindi natin sure. Kung abutin tayo ng 75, thank you Lord. Salamat po. But, what if tawagin tayo earlier? Who will provide for your children? Who will take care of your children? So, make sure na naka-prepare ka ahead. Kasi hindi natin alam. Only God knows. Ayun lang. So, sa mga parents na they don't have health insurance, so number 1 guys, please get HMO for minor hospitalization, labs, checkups. Kailangan mo yan. Then, get the health insurance in case, medical insurance in case maging malala yung sakit. Because we don't know. Stroke happens, traitor yan, heart attack, diba? So, sobrang init ngayon. A lot of things can happen, diba? So, and then get a life insurance because you don't know. Accidents also happen, and some accidents are fatal. Of course, we have to really pray every day that we're safe, but we don't know what can happen dyan sa labas, diba? Kahit nga naglalakad ka lang, I always say this as a joke, but this is true, guys. Naglalakad ka lang, you're working in Makati, and naglalakad ka lang sa may ginagawang building, and then a scaffolding just finally decided na malaglag sa'yo. Or may condo unit, may nalaglag na something from above, iba yung impact ng pagdating sa baba. So, yun, anytime it can happen. So, it's just reality, guys. A lot of people don't want to talk about that, but it's real. And whenever I go to wakes, I really realize this. That will come to us. Gusto ba natin siyang pag-usapan? Or hindi? Nobody wants to talk about it, right? It's taboo. Ayaw natin yan pag-usapan. But we all know that it's inevitable. It will happen. And when it happens, we don't know. We don't know when. We don't know where. We don't know how. So if our kids are still very young, we have to prepare ahead. Yun lang naman yung take ko. So, but I'm only talking to those parents and also to those breadwinners in the family worrying about the life that their family will have once kuhanin sila or magkasakit sila. But if you're a person na hindi naman nag-worry about these things, then we have nothing to talk about and we have nothing to discuss. If your mindset is like, ipunin ako ni Lord, anytime, bahala na sila, then by all means, we don't need to talk. Okay? But if you're someone who is worried about what will happen to my family, what will happen to my kids, if anything happens to me, then let's schedule a discussion kung ano yung plan na pwede sa'yo. It doesn't really have to be expensive. It's a plan that would suit your budget, would suit your needs, and at the end of the day, you will be the one to decide. So, financial advisors are just here to educate you and offer solutions. But if it's not right fit for you, then it's fine. Okay lang yan, guys. So, ayun lang, naisip ko lang, naalala ko lang. And I hope you have a good week ahead. Bye, years.